I have another story about the street where we're at. Porter's story.
I did. I shared that with Ron.
Let's share it with them.
They'd love to hear it.
They'd love to hear that.
When I was 18 years old, I got my first job as a recreation leader in Whittier, where Jim Porter was from, and him and I were recreation leaders together. He was a couple years older than I, and we worked mostly nights in the gymnasium as recreation leaders for open play. And Jim and I worked together, went to college together at Long Beach State, and as I was telling Ron earlier, his wife-to-be was in the 4th grade when I stood next to her on the bus stop when I was in the 3rd grade. That's how far back Jim and I go. And Jim was just great. I remember Jim bringing me down here to say, this is where we're going to build an amphitheater. You know,
this moonlight down here, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Wow.
So, for anybody who does not know me, I'm Peter Kuchinsky. This place has been special to me for so long. We've lived for 30 years just over the hill. Probably walk through and go by this park, by your gate. As the landscapers open up, your hours are 8 o'clock. No, it's like 5:30 in the morning. As soon as the landscapers open up, they'll leave the gate open. But sometimes, I come in here and I walk around. It's a beautiful place. A year ago today, we held my mother-in-law's celebration of life here at this very space. So, and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful day, just like it is today. The turtles, I have them all named. There's you have a greeter up front, named Alto, the frog. So he came from Froggy's Coast. But this park has a lot of special. It's the first place we bring visitors. When we have people that come from out of town, we bring them up here because it's such a special spot. And 9 times out of 10, they go home and tell people about what they've heard about Vista Gardens. And I'm still surprised after 40 years of Vista that you talk to somebody who's lived here for 20 years and they're going like, they don't know where the gardens are. It's, what do you mean we have this here? Oh, you're talking about the ones in Encinitas. No, no traffic to get here. Yeah. So I'm very proud to be able to bring this resolution along with Patrick to you. And I'll go ahead and read the whereas as it goes through. And it's a very celebration because you are doing 25 years, which is fantastic. Whereas the Vista Botanical Gardens was formed in 1999, the Alta Vista Botanical Gardens nonprofit organization was formed in May of 1999 to oversee the development of the gardens. Whereas in 2003, the Gardens Board of Directors adopted a mission to create a botanical garden for the education, enlightenment, and inspiration for our children and the child within us all. It's for all ages, which is great. Alta Vista Gardens fosters involvement of the community in efforts both local and abroad to protect and preserve endangered habitats which are vital to the health of our planet and all of our inhabitants. It's a place to reflect, relax, and recharge. More than once, Stephanie and I will go get a cup of coffee and we'll bring it up here and we have our favorite spots depending on the day. So this right here there couldn't be truer words for that. The gardens are a living and changing interactive environment which brings people together with nature and art. It serves as a gathering place, educational center, a forum for the arts, and exhibit to the most remarkable, beautiful, and rare plants in the world. Whereas in January 2006, the City Council unanimously approved a 5-year plan for the Alta Vista Gardens to be built on 14 acres of city-owned land in Brangle Terrace Park. Whereas the gardens provided a safe haven for the community to experience nature during the 20 to 23 pandemic. Whereas the gardens is a leader in environmental stewardship and Vista demonstrating sustainability, conservation, and keeping our planet healthy. Whereas over the past 15 years, the Alta Vista Gardens has provided 150 kids in the garden classes and 150 field trips, environmental education to 8,000 children, as well as hosting 11,000 people at free Earth Day and Fall Fun Festival events. Thank you for always inviting the ID to participate. We truly appreciate helping with that. Whereas the Botanical Gardens promotes water-wise, which we appreciate, use of planting for drought-tolerant native plants and succulents around the gardens demonstrate the viability and beauty of these alternatives for tropical landscapes and grass lawns. Therefore, it be resolved that the Board of Directors of Vista Irrigation recognizes and congratulates the Vista Botanical Gardens on its 20 years of service and dedication to the community of Vista. It's signed by our President, Richard Vasquez, Joe McKenzie, Patrick Sanchez, and Morgan Miller. So we're proud to present this to you. We also have challenge coins. These challenge coins represent our 100-year anniversary, which we did last year. And if you pay your bill on time, we promise not to give you a service charge. This is the only thing that's working.